Hi there, Dave Schwartz here, author of Roll the Bones, The History of Gambling, now out in the stupendous Casino edition, back with another chapter summary. Today I'm talking about Chapter 11, The Sky's the Limit, which covers roughly 1966 to 1980 in Las Vegas. And the chapter begins with the arrival of Jay Sarno, who would change casinos forever with Caesar's Palace, which opened in 1966. I share a little bit of his backstory and a lot of what made Caesars different, which is mostly the theme and also the aspirations towards luxury, which casino hotels in Las Vegas had not really had before that. Also talk about Sarno's other Las Vegas casino, Circus, and a little bit about his subsequent history in the city. Then I switch gears and talk about Howard Hughes, who had a bizarre arrival in Las Vegas Thanksgiving weekend 1966, and who really transformed the city with his buying spree. He bought up a lot of casinos, including the Sands, the Desert Inn, the Landmark, and a few others. He changed the city, but not in the way most people think. It's not that he introduced a lot of innovations in the casinos, but he did buy a lot of real estate that eventually became Summerlin. So I talk about Howard Hughes. Then I totally transition and talk about the birth of the World Series of Poker and Benny Binion, and overall the growth of tournament poker in Las Vegas in the 1970s. From there, I go on to talk about some other downtown standouts, including Steve Wynn. This is where Steve Wynn comes into the book, but he's going to be very big in the next two chapters. Also, Jackie Gaughan and Sam Boyd, and each of them created their own empires in their own way and really changed the business in their own way. From there, I talk about some of the issues facing casinos at the time, like skimming, and then bring in the introduction of the corporate gaming acts and the corporate transition and the arrival of Kirk Kerkorian, who showed up in 1967 and bought the Flamingo, and in that year also started construction on the International. And the story of how the International became the Las Vegas Hilton really tells the corporate transition story in a nutshell. Now the chapter ends on another Kirk Kerkorian casino, the original MGM Grand, and the deadly 1980 fire there, which in my interpretation marks the end of that optimistic sky's the limit era that started in the 60s and ended in 1980. And it also sets a stage for the next chapter, which is going to be about the rise of Las Vegas's first serious rival, Atlantic City, in the East. For more information about the chapter or the book, you can go to rollthebonesbook.com. Thank you very much.